Muammar Mohammed Abu Minyar al-Gaddafi was born on June 7, 1942, near a small town called Qasr Abu Hadi, by the Big Desert in Libya, which was then under Italian control. He came from a Bedouin family, people who lived in tents, herded goats and camels, and moved with the seasons of the desert. His father, Mohammed, and his mother, Aisha, had no schools or hospitals. They did not keep papers about births, so Muammar's exact birth date was not recorded in official records. However, he always said he was born on June 7. He had 3 older sisters, and he was the only surviving son. From the start, the desert and the Bedouin way of life shaped him and stayed with him. When Muammar was a young boy, Libya was part of the Italian Empire. Many Libyans did not have much money, and life was hard. But the family worked together and stayed close. The desert taught him patience, comfort with nature, and a belief that people live better outside big towns. He remembered long, hot summers, sandstorms, and nights under bright stars. Even later, when he was a world leader traveling in fancy planes and staying in palaces, he always took a big Bedouin tent with him. He said the tent reminded him of home. In Muammar's early years, the world changed quickly. During World War II, British and other armies fought in Libya. In 1945, after the war, Libya was under British and French control. In 1951, Libya became an independent country with a king. The people hoped for peace. For a time, things improved. Some new schools and roads were built. Some families got learning and jobs. Muammar grew up during these changes. He went to school in a town called Sirte. He was bright and liked learning. But schools were basic. Many teachers came from outside Libya. Still, he learned Arabic, math, reading, and ideas about the world. He also saw how poor many people were. He felt a strong love for his country and a desire to help. In 1961, when he was about 19, Muammar joined a military college in Benghazi. He wanted to serve his country and have a better life. He studied with other young men from working-class families. Many were like him. They learned strategy, weapons, and military ways. They also learned about revolutions, socialism, and Arab unity. One man he admired was Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, a strong, popular leader. After some years, Muammar graduated and became an army officer, and then a colonel. He worked with a small group of young officers who did not like the king. They said the king was corrupt and allowed foreigners too much power. These officers planned a coup, a secret takeover. They wanted Libya to be richer, freer, more just, and stronger in the Arab world. On September 1, 1969, Muammar and his friends acted. King Idris was abroad in Turkey. The officers went to the radio station in Tripoli and announced a new government. They took control of key buildings without fighting. People were surprised. Some were happy, some were afraid. Muammar, then 27, became the leader of the new government. He called himself brother leader and guide of the revolution. The old king left, and the monarchy ended. Libya became the Libyan Arab Republic. At once, Gaddafi changed many things. He expelled foreign military bases and foreign soldiers. He closed American and British air and naval bases. He also expelled many Italians and Jews. He said Libya needed to stand on its own feet. In 1970, he took over foreign oil companies. Libya is rich in oil, and he wanted Libya to earn money for Libyan people, not outsiders. He aimed to build schools, hospitals, and homes. In 1973, he launched the Cultural Revolution to bring Islamic and Arab values to Libya. He banned alcohol, gambling, and foreign language signs. He painted over English labels in elevators. He said Libya needed to return to its roots. He also published a short book called The Green Book, with his ideas for society, government, and economics. He said that people's power is better than parties, and that democracy should come from committees and councils, not elections with leaders. He changed the name and the political structure of Libya many times. In 1977, he called it the Socialist People's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya, a republic of the masses. He said people rule through local committees. He stepped down from formal positions in the government, but he stayed the real leader. For 42 years, he guided Libya, first with no formal title, then as head of congresses. But others said he ruled as a dictator. At home, Gaddafi used Libya's oil money for public services. Education became free and universal. Medical care was free. Scholarship programs were offered to students. Women's rights improved. Laws emphasized equal pay, later marriage age, and new women's organizations. Rural areas saw roads, water, and housing. The Great Man-Made River Project brought water under the desert. Many Libyans improved their lives. Internationally, Gaddafi was a controversial figure. He supported many liberation movements in Africa. He offered weapons and money to groups in Chad, Sudan, Uganda, and more. He also supported the Palestine Liberation Organization and other anti-Israel groups. He criticized Western countries. He sometimes gave money to militants such as the Irish Republican Army. In 1986, after an attack on Berlin claimed by Libya, the United States bombed Tripoli and Benghazi. He survived, but many died and Libya's relations with the West got worse. Then in 1988 came the Lockerbie bombing. A plane exploded over Scotland, killing 270 people. Western countries blamed Libyan agents. The United Nations then made strong sanctions. Libya lost money and influence. In 2003, Libya finally agreed to stop its weapons programs. It said sorry for Lockerbie and paid compensation. After that, Western countries slowly removed sanctions. Gaddafi tried to improve ties. He visited European countries. In 2009, he spoke at the United Nations. Still, many did not trust him. In 2011, the Arab Spring uprisings reached Libya. People in Benghazi began protesting against Gaddafi's rule. They faced violence. Tensions quickly turned into a civil war. The rebel National Transitional Council fought Gaddafi's forces. Western countries, including NATO, intervened to protect civilians. By August 2011, rebels took control of Tripoli, the capital. Gaddafi fled. He tried to hide in his hometown Sirte. On October 20, 2011, he was found by rebel fighters in a drainage pipe. He was injured and captured. Soon after, rebel forces killed him. His death became world news. Investigators said he was struck by bullets and may have been mistreated before dying. He was 69 years old. Gaddafi's life had many sides. He came from a simple desert tent and rose to power. At first, he improved education, health care, and water access. He gave voice to the poor and promoted Arab and African solidarity. But he grew into an authoritarian leader. He crushed opposition, limited freedoms, and used terror. His involvement in foreign conflicts made Libya isolated. Many accused him of human rights abuse. Today, Gaddafi remains a controversial symbol. Some Libyans mourn the stability of his rule. Others only remember the repression and violence. Libya after 2011 has faced division, two governments, foreign fighters, and tribal rivalries. His death did not bring peace, but it changed Libya forever. To summarize, Muammar Gaddafi was born on June 7, 1942, in a tent in the Libyan desert. He rose through the military and led a coup in 1969 at age 27. He ruled Libya for over 4 decades. He introduced reforms, built infrastructure, and used oil wealth for social services. But he also became authoritarian. He broke ties with the West, supported militant groups abroad, and suppressed dissent at home. In 2011, during the Arab Spring, a civil war ended his rule. He was caught and killed on October 20, 2011, in his hometown of Sirte. His legacy lives on in Libya's divided politics, and in debates about leadership, development, and human rights. He remains one of the most debated leaders of the 20th and early 21st century. His birthday, June 7, 1942, marks the beginning of a life that changed Libya and stunned the world. This story shows his journey from a desert child to a world leader, and finally to his dramatic end. It is a story that helps us see how power, ambition, ideas, and history can shape a person and a nation. Understanding Gaddafi's life can help us learn about modern Libya, about how leaders rise and fall, and about the lasting effects they leave behind.